Hi there. First, I'm going to start off by telling you about Are You Safe? Next, I'm going to give you the Willy Wonka tour and tell you how it's made. And lastly, I'm going to get up on my soapbox and pontificate about the state of crime data transparency in the US based on our experience. So Are You Safe is a handheld Geiger counter for crime. It tells you your relative safety within a city. It'll tell you within a 2-block radius the number of crimes committed by type. And lastly, it'll tell you the closest crime to where you're standing. It figures out where you are by using the GPS, or you can type in the address manually. It's currently live in DC, Atlanta, Sacramento, Milwaukee, and Indianapolis, and soon to be Dallas. Some of the questions our users ask themselves are, is it safe to park here? Is this a safe real estate? Is this a safe real estate listing? Is this a safe place for my kids to go to school? Is this a safe place for me to jog? Specifically, Laverne and Shirley in Milwaukee would have to worry about car thefts outside their brewery. Gene Hackman outside at the Hinkle Fieldhouse is pretty safe, actually. Barack and Mayor Fenty would need to worry about robberies. Ben's Chili Bowl. As Steve said, Are You Safe is both based on federal and municipal data. Federal data, we use census data to figure out people per square mile. You're looking at actually 76,000 crime incidents broken out by type for Sacramento in 2008. Our technology stack, starting from the upper left, we use tools for geocoding, visualization, QA, mobilization, hosting and processing, development, and polish. Take a deep breath here. I'm about to tell you how we do it. So first, we acquire the data, either downloading or via social engineering. Then we standardize crimes across cities. Next, we geocode the addresses, getting a precise Latin long for each incident. Then we lay a grid over the entire city. For each one of those grid points, we calculate a raw score based on quantity and severity of crimes. Then we lay census groups over that entire map. We multiply the score we got before times the people per square mile. We normalize the curve. We output a heat map. We QA it. We mobilize it. And then we use social media tools to get the word out. So one of the most common questions we get asked is, why Sacramento, or why not my city? When's Boston, New York, Detroit, Chicago? Well, we go where the data is, and the overwhelming majority of cities do not make the data publicly available in the required levels of granularity and format. So what are those required levels? Well, Are You Safe is about hyper-local information. How safe am I at this street corner, not how safe am I in this borough? So specifically, we need, at a minimum, incident-level data, and that data needs addresses and crime types. The availability of raw data is directly proportional to the ability to craft rich, data-driven solutions. Starting with a city's online map or PDF is kind of like trying to extract the ingredients from a chili. Solution providers need the municipality's raw ingredients. Some examples, Chicago, for example, doesn't have data that you can download, but you can send a fax request, which we did and we were denied. New York provides a PDF of precinct-level data that's updated weekly, and Washington, D.C. is the extreme of provides data in every format you can imagine. Lack of data standardization complicates the aim of creating a reusable solution across multiple cities. That means more time spent pre-processing data. Some examples I've laid out here is that Milwaukee uses up to 5 different crime offenses. I'm jumping to the next slide. This is a fun slide where we detail a Venn diagram of the attributes cities use to describe their crimes. So for example, Atlanta gives you the number of victims per crime, and Dallas will give you the reporting officer and the dispatch time. DC and Dallas also provide narratives of the crimes. Here are, if you go looking for data to download, here are what some of the portals look like. In the bottom left, you see Philadelphia's data. They allow you to download data, but you can only download 500 at a time. Sacramento has data back to 1997 in multiple formats. DC, again, is very Web 2.0, easy to navigate. This is, I guess, the crime data transparency report card. There's a lot of data on here. It's interesting to note the inversely proportional relationship between high grades and low populations. The equation is derived of the maturity of a GIS department, the data available for download, and the granularity of the data available. As you can see here, a simpler view of the evolved state of current cities' crime data transparency. Some cities are halted, some are evolving, and some are kicking butt. Here we have some commentary on the government 2.0 paradigm. We believe that cities should focus their energies on collecting the data and freeing it and letting the crowd take it from there. We also see data availability as the biggest bottleneck to the inevitable explosion of enabling applications. So the question is, are you safe right now sitting here in room 146? As it turns out, about a year ago, a laptop or a purse was stolen, so you are moderately safe. And to finish, if I had to write an open letter to municipalities looking to make their data available, I would say geocode your data if possible, standardize your crime types, make it machine consumable, provide as rich of attributes as you can, and the developers and innovators will come. Thank you.